A cat is sitting quietly in the room. It looks calm, almost bored, but suddenly its ears twitch. Its eyes lock onto something invisible to you. A second later, it launches across the floor. To us, this kind of behavior feels random. Cats stare at walls. They sprint across the house at night. They knock objects off tables. Sometimes they ignore you. Sometimes they follow you everywhere. But researchers who study feline behavior have found something surprising. Cats are not random at all. Almost everything they do follows a set of predictable psychological systems. Instincts shaped by millions of years of evolution, predator instincts, territory instincts, stress responses, hidden communication signals. Once you understand these systems, cat behavior stops looking mysterious. It starts looking logical, because the animal sleeping on your couch is not just a pet, it is a small predator whose mind evolved to survive. And today we're going to explore the hidden psychology behind how cats think. If you enjoy videos that reveal the hidden systems behind everyday behavior, consider subscribing, because this channel explores the strange logic behind the world around us. And the first system inside the feline mind begins with something cats never stopped being: predators. Cats may live indoors, they may sleep all day, but their brains are still built for hunting. In the wild, cats survive as solitary predators. They don't hunt in groups like wolves. They hunt alone, using patience and precision. A hunting cat follows a simple sequence. First, it watches, then it stalks, then it attacks. Even house cats still follow this pattern. When a cat crouches behind a toy, when it stares at a bird outside the window, when it suddenly jumps at a moving string, its brain is running the same hunting program. Researchers call this the hunt cycle: stalk, chase, capture, then rest. That's why movement immediately grabs a cat's attention. A bug on the wall, a dangling cord, your moving feet under a blanket. To the cat's brain, movement often means prey. And if a cat doesn't release this hunting energy through play, it builds up. Eventually it comes out as sudden bursts of activity, midnight zoomies, play attacks, explosive running across the house. But hunting instinct is only one system guiding a cat's behavior. Another system is just as important: territory. To a cat, territory is everything. A house is not just a place to live. It is a map, a network of safe zones, pathways, and observation points. Cats constantly maintain this map using scent. They rub their faces on furniture. They scratch walls and posts. They walk the same routes through the house every day. These behaviors are not random habits. They are ways of marking and reinforcing territory. Cats have scent glands in their cheeks, paws, and tail. When they rub against objects, or even against you, they are leaving a familiar smell behind. That smell tells the cat something important. This place is safe. This place belongs to me. That's also why sudden changes in a home can stress cats. Moving furniture, a new pet, a new person in the house. Even small environmental changes can disrupt their territorial map. And when that map feels unstable, cats may react in strange ways. They may hide, they may become aggressive, or they may start behaving in ways owners don't understand. Which leads to another important part of feline psychology. Cats are very good at hiding stress. Unlike many animals, cats rarely show obvious signs of stress. In the wild, showing weakness can attract predators, so cats evolved to conceal discomfort as much as possible. Instead of loud signals, their stress behaviors are subtle. A stressed cat may hide more often. It may groom excessively. It may avoid certain areas of the house. Sometimes it may suddenly lash out. To humans, these behaviors can seem unpredictable, but they are often coping strategies. For example, excessive grooming can act as a calming behavior, much like humans biting nails or fidgeting under pressure. Hiding also makes sense from a survival perspective. Small enclosed spaces provide security. They reduce visibility and limit possible threats. Understanding these signals can change how people interpret their cat's behavior, because what looks like a weird habit may actually be the cat trying to manage stress. But cats do not rely only on hidden signals. They also communicate constantly, just not in the way humans usually expect. Cats communicate mainly through body language, not sound. A cat's ears, tail, eyes, and posture are constantly sending signals. A raised tail often means friendliness. Flattened ears signal fear or irritation. A puffed tail shows defensive aggression. One of the most interesting signals is the slow blink. When a cat slowly closes and opens its eyes while looking at someone, it usually indicates trust. Some behavior researchers even call it a cat smile. Many cats also respond when humans blink slowly back at them. But here's something even more surprising. Adult cats rarely meow to each other. Most meowing is directed at humans. Over time, cats appear to have adapted their vocal signals specifically for communicating with people. Some studies suggest their meows may even mimic the sound patterns of human babies. The result is a sound that humans instinctively pay attention to. In other words, cats may have learned how to get our attention very effectively, which challenges one of the biggest myths about them, that cats don't care about their owners. Many people believe cats are emotionally distant. Compared to dogs, they can appear independent. They don't always greet their owners at the door. They don't constantly seek attention. But research suggests cats can still form strong attachments to people. In behavioral studies, many cats treat their owners as a kind of secure base, a stable presence in their environment. When placed in unfamiliar situations, cats often look for their owner's presence. Some return to their owner after exploring a new room. Others show visible signs of relief when the owner reappears. The difference is simply how cats express attachment. Dogs evolved as pack animals. Their social behavior is obvious and outward. Cats evolved as solitary hunters. Their social signals are quieter, more subtle. A cat sitting near you, sleeping beside you, or following you from room to room can be a sign of trust, not dependence, but attachment. Still, even cats that feel safe and attached sometimes do something that seems completely chaotic, suddenly running through the house at full speed, usually late at night. Many cat owners know this moment. The house is quiet, everything is calm, then suddenly, the cat explodes into motion. It runs across the room, slides across the floor, jumps onto furniture, then disappears around a corner. A few seconds later, it comes racing back again. These sudden bursts are often called zoomies, but they are not random. They come from a natural energy cycle. In the wild, cats are most active at dawn and dusk. These are the best times for hunting, so a cat's body evolved to release energy in short bursts during these periods. Indoor cats still carry the same rhythm. If they spend long hours resting during the day, that stored energy eventually needs to be released. And when it does, the result can look like chaos, rapid sprints, wild jumps, sudden playful attacks. But from the cat's perspective, it is simply a natural release of hunting energy. And once the energy is gone, the cycle resets. The cat grooms, finds a comfortable place, and falls asleep again. But when you step back and look at all these behaviors together, a bigger pattern begins to appear. When people describe cats, they often use the same words: mysterious, unpredictable, strange. But most of that mystery comes from misunderstanding how cats evolved. Cats occupy a rare position in nature. They are both predator and prey. They hunt small animals, but larger predators can hunt them. This dual role shaped their psychology. Cats evolved to be extremely observant. They watch quietly. They scan their surroundings constantly. They react quickly to movement. This is why cats often sit silently in corners or high places. They are not doing nothing. They are observing, monitoring their environment, looking for movement, sound, or change. That constant awareness can make them appear thoughtful or mysterious, but it's simply survival instinct, a brain designed to detect small signals quickly. And when you understand all of these systems together, the strange behavior of cats begins to form a clear pattern. A cat watching a bird outside the window. A cat rubbing against the corner of a table. A cat suddenly sprinting through the hallway at midnight. A cat slowly blinking at its owner. Each of these moments looks unrelated, but they all come from the same set of psychological systems: the predator brain, the territorial map, hidden stress responses, body language communication, attachment patterns, natural energy cycles, environmental awareness. These systems evolved long before cats ever lived with humans, yet they still operate inside every domestic cat today, which means the quiet animal sleeping on your couch is still guided by ancient instincts. Instincts built for survival. And once you begin to see those instincts at work, cat behavior stops looking random. It starts looking like a system, a very old system, running inside a very small predator. And the next time your cat sits silently in the room, watching everything, you might start wondering something. Is your cat simply observing the environment? Or is it quietly studying you? If you enjoy exploring the hidden psychology behind everyday life, consider subscribing, because there are many more strange systems like this waiting to be uncovered.